Hi, this is Mel.
And this is Kevin.
When we introduced the charging stations and tables a few months ago, we knew there'd be some demand for it, but what we didn't know is really how popular they would be, and they've been incredibly popular, and there have been lots of questions. So we thought we'd answer those questions right now and make it easy for everyone. All right, the first question is, what are my options for charging stations?
There's actually several different options. You've got full height models, you've got freestanding models that pack into portable cases, you have coffee table models like the one that we're sitting at right now, and then there's always the custom options that you have out there, like some we've recently shipped where we've worked them into reception counters and other styles of workstations.
How are these constructed?
They're constructed, it's a wood construction, laminated finish. We've got engineered aluminum, as you can see on this particular unit. We've got engineered aluminum supporting. We've got a laminated base down below. We've got all of the electronics contained in on the inside. And then, as I said before, you've got a laminate finish on the top and on the outside exposed surfaces.
How many charging ports are there?
Well, they come standard with 8 charging ports, but you can add as many charging ports as you really want, depending on the size of the workstation. If you need to reduce that and you want to only have 4 charging ports, we can always reduce those. And if you want to change the locations of them, on this particular unit, we have them in a circle matching the shape. We have a rectangular or an angular version of this actually as well, and we can change the locations of the ports as well to kind of match the shape of whatever it is that they're going with.
All right, next. What color is the LED edge light?
Well, they come standard, as you can see on this one, they come standard with white LED drop lighting, which is hidden on the inside. You can certainly change that to an RGB lighting, which it's a little bit of an upcharge, but not that much. And that way you can actually tweak it with the dial and get it right to a specific PMS color. One of the nice things, though, about the white is what we've found is as you laminate these are the side of this one, as you can see, is done as white. But if your customer has a particular color or a particular color laminate that maybe is worked into their display, whatever we laminate this, if you do use white, it just makes this whole interior look like that same color that they've laminated, and it creates a really nice effect.
So speaking of laminates, what are the laminate options?
Really, you know, all the laminates are available, but I always go back to the primary 4 brands: Formica, Nevamar, Wilson Art, Ionite. Pretty much any matte finish color and some of the wood grains that are available here, and then also any of the specialty finishes. We've done some recently with the microdot finishes and some brushed aluminum and whatnot, so pretty much any laminate that's out on the market.
So talk a little bit about graphics, because really graphics have been one of the key sellers of this.
Graphics have been great for these. You know, it goes without saying that pretty much any surface that you have, you can put graphics on. You put vinyl graphics on, you can put a laminated graphic that maybe wraps the edges. But the ones that have been really cool on the countertop units is we've actually created the countertop, laminated it, and then we've put a laminated graphic over the top of that. The company's brand on it, maybe some tagline information or product line information that they're highlighting at that booth. That looks really, really good, and we've been really impressed with the finish on those. But in some of the other models, the freestanding unit, you've got the opportunity the portable freestanding unit, you've got the opportunity to put a little header on there, some wing graphics, and then on some of the freestanding ones that have either monitors or backlit light boxes up top, you can put dice-up graphics on there, light those, do direct print graphic wings, headers, halos around the monitors. Pretty much anywhere that you see a flat surface to attach to, either graphically or a graphic holder, we'll put graphics on.
So are charging cables included?
You know, we don't include them, and we don't do it because for any nefarious reason. We actually do it because we don't necessarily know what your client is going to need for that particular show. Some people only want Apple cables, either the 30 pins or the Lightning. Others want the micro SD cables and more of those. And then the other real practical reason, quite frankly, during the show, people pull them and they walk away and they may not come back. But number 3 really is you're at a trade show. The people who are at the trade show are typically business travelers. They're there to, and so they're traveling to the show. They always come with their charger in hand. they always are there and ready to and have that stuff with them in their travel accessories. So we found that it made a lot more sense not to bring those cables or include those cables in there and possibly give them some of what they don't want or not enough of what they do want.
All right, so what's required for power?
The power is actually very, very simple. All the power is self-contained in here. So on the underside of this bottom is actually a false bottom that has a screw attachment. It comes out. We've got all the chargers housed in there, all the power housed in there, including the power for the transforming power for the LED lighting as well. That power just drops straight down through the post, whether you're in a full height unit or a coffee table unit. It drops straight down through the post, and you can either have your electrical drop right there at the show floor, meet it, or worst comes to worst, if it needs to go out, there actually is a little slot in the base plate if you do need to go out to a power source.
All right, the question we always get, how does it pack, how does it ship?
There's options with that as far as the portable ones. Obviously they break down, they pack right into a small portable flat pack. Those can go UPS, FedEx, however. This particular unit that we're sitting next to right now, what we opted to do was rather than try to make it portable, what we did is we made a really tight, self-contained crate for it. Packs beautifully, and it actually comes out pretty well assembled. So like a piece of furniture, it just pulls out and it's kind of ready to go for you and ready to be used. On the full height one, if it's got monitors on it or if it's got the backlit graphics or whatnot, it's in a similar size crate, very small, very compact, pretty much ready to use, but usually in 2 or 3 total parts. Pull out the base, pull out the middle, put on the graphics, but still a very compact crate for packaging.
There's quite a few charging stations and table options in Exhibit Design Surge, so we encourage you to see the ones that are there. This is really just the beginning. If you don't see something you like, let us know. We can pretty much convert most of the counters and pedestals that we have to one form of a charging station or another. Just give us a call. We'll be happy to make it work for you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.